It's funny, I want to talk today about the importance of loading and driving off the inside of the back foot and the rear hip. This is from about 3 years ago before I had knee replacement, and now I need a hip replacement, and I have a hard time doing this. But you'll find that your snap comes a lot more natural and a lot later in the swing if you can just do this properly. If you watch on the swing, watch the right hip. There's a bending, there's a lowering on there, there's a holding of the weight on the back foot to the last minute, then you drive it open. And that allows you to really create a lot of force open. A lot allows you to keep your body angle, keep a launch angle back. Again, watch the inside of the back foot here. Watch the right hip point. Everything's loaded in there. Watch how the foot comes off last as the hips drive open against the front brace leg. It's just the most powerful way you can go. And the problem is when you get to be older, if you have hip and knee problems like I have now, it's hard to get that back. I'll probably get a hip replacement within the next 6 months just so I can get back to doing this, because I just can't do this anymore. But that's what you see on the good hitters in your snap, whether it's a sideways snap or I'm doing a little bit of a tomahawk and over snap, tilting that axe snap a little bit. But look how you're able to drive open. And watch, there's a lowering, and just everything's kept on the rear foot on that right hip point. Everything's bent in there, lowered. There's a coil in there, a counter rotation. And anyhow, it keeps you from coming ahead. It's kind of a reach too. Watch this, kind of reach and then rotate. It's not a commitment onto the front foot. Your rotation actually plants that front foot. So that's where you create the most dynamic power. You get the most explosive swing. Pitch comes in, there's a wind on the inside of the back foot, lowering into the right rear point, hip point, and it's bob, boom, just a nice explosive. See that bend in the right hip point? Watch how that back foot reacts to that, and then you drive the hips open, and it all just explodes against the front brace leg. So something to really work on, and something you can do a tilted tomahawk or a sideways snap. But right there, those are your load points right there in the coil. And there's a bend. Look at the back body angles, it's leaning back. But yet you're driving the ball and aiming your hands towards the point of impact, which is going to be lower. So you at a lower pitch, you almost have to feel like you swing down across your body a little bit. But that's the way you get the most explosive power, and it's a main key for any kind of a swing.